of the NFL on EA Sports.
It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest, as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Houston Texans and the Kansas City Chiefs. The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
I loved his quote during the week. If I were a defensive back, I would have wanted to play against me last week as well. He's trying to eliminate those turnovers, those interceptions, and get back on the positive side of the ledger, throwing touchdown passes.
Yeah, had 4 of those picks, led to the loss. First down. Gay. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
By number 37.
But for the Texans here, you wonder just how long it's going to take to get over the loss to the Chiefs in the postseason last year. In the divisional round, and the Texans had a 24-0 lead on the road. Normally, you'd consider that ball game, but not when Patrick Mahomes is on the other side of the field, as those Chiefs rallied back to win one of 3 times in those playoffs where they trailed by double digits and came back to get the victory. He is going to find Hill here. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. Then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. They will be led out by their dual-threat quarterback, the veteran from Clemson. It's Deshaun Watson.
Tremendous overall athlete, does everything that you're looking for. Big time in the quarterback run game against their better opponents, but can also operate skillfully from the pocket and can beat you with his mind as well.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. The numbers for him from a week ago, 18 carries, 80 yards.
As a good start to the season, they got the win, and they were able to establish a good running game. Nothing that just blew people away, but a nice solid base to get things started, and they expect that to get tuned up and get better as the season moves on.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Out of the gun, Watson. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. Let's go. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That one, a first down pickup of 8. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Well, that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I've got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson, he completes it to Julio Jones. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 12 yards there and a first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
They'll run on first down. Honeycutt, and he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and
From the 50, it's Watson. The toss here completed to Pittman.
Watson.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far.
41.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
2nd and 9.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Deshaun Watson sacked. A loss of 3 yards.
But that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? From the gun, here's Watson. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
1st and 10. At their own 30.
Kansas City taking the field for their 2nd drive. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
On first down, Gay. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Ball carried by number
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd
And to give this time to the tailback. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
The ball carried by number 37. He's brought down at the 31. A gain of 2. Brings up 3rd.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Brewer.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Gay. And he's going to be met at about the 43.
Carry for the running back.
2nd and 7. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Into the first quarter with the score Chiefs 7, Texans nothing.
On 2nd down, Gay. And he's going to be close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 35. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Mahomes now on first down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Mahomes going to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
And it's good to make it 14-0. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 the score as they regroup with 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Number 45.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Houston.
Here's Watson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Watson.
Give him 6 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Well, the 2nd down throw on target. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
Ridley.
7 yards there and a 1st down.
And the Texans 1st down.
A shotgun snap for Watson. And he's got his man on the out route. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
It's a
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
3 at the Chiefs' 44-yard line.
On 2nd down now, Honeycutt.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40.
The ball carried.
Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it's going to yield a new set of downs.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that 1st. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston 1st down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They'll try the air now with Watson. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked off at the 21.
The Chiefs take over.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder coming up at halftime. We'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. And he'll give it here to his running back. And all this Texans defense, they're all charged up now. They stop him behind the line for the 2nd straight play. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Down and 11.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They do go for it. It's Mahomes. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. To throw, it's Mahomes. Throwing right, and that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. From 17 yards out, and the Chiefs add on to their lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Butker now to add the extra point. And it is now 21-0. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Houston set to take over, and they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run.
He was brought down.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our We now proceed to the start of the second half.
Harrison Butker in a kickoff for Kansas City.
The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. Taken about 7 yards deep, and the half will begin with a touchback. Out comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And the Chiefs D closes in on him again, and they drop him behind the line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Watson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Watson's pass.
Well, the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Taken from just outside the 30. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And to give this time to the tailback. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work. And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Out to his left. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. From 8 yards out. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. For the PAT. And oh, it's no good on the PAT. So they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Taken in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
At their own 25.
And now out comes Houston. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working, and call more of that.
On 1st and 10, Watson. And incomplete. He was looking for Michael Pittman that time. That'll bring up 2nd down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Now, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
He's brought down at the...
Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
And the Texans first down.
From the gun, Watson. A very quick pass to Ridley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
Texans.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Number 45.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down.
3rd down and 6.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
From the contest.
3rd quarter action from Kansas City. 2nd down and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire, the ball carrier. He's taken down at the 33-yard line.
Here's Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee?
I'm trying to understand. I can't. I'm trying to understand.
So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot, but they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Mahomes firing complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be brought down at what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We're back now in KC. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Mahomes now to throw. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 35. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Quite the turnaround from a week ago where he threw 4 interceptions. He hasn't had an interception this game, and he told us during the week, my goal, goose egg. He's achieving that so far.
And what we're seeing is a guy that you can win with, all right? Because anyone who can make that type of an adjustment to shake off a really horrendous week the week before and come back and play mistake-free football to this point, yeah, that's a guy I want to play with, that's for sure.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Throwing now is Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. And quickly, they get to the line.
3 yards. It's now 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal at the 4-yard line. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire. His first touchdown here of the new campaign as his guys continue to pour it on. Well, they just continue to roll. And, Charles, for you and I, we want the close games, but for them, it has to be so nice to enjoy this big cushion.
I can't remember the last time we saw them play this loose and have this much fun. I think they'd love to be able to capture this game, carry it with them from week to week, and be able to execute like this in all the rest of their games.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Texans back out there and ready to go. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
A 6-yard pickup.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4.
30-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Watson. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the 1st down. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. KC's offense ready to take over with this lead and the football. Things obviously looking good, but maybe, you've taught me this before, maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock down. You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again the rest of the game. Reward them.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. They go play fake. Mahomes. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down. 4th down trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He can't get him down. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Things are rocking easy here in the 4th quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt, and here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2, and that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. And the Texans set to come onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants.
And the Chiefs are going to get him.
Deshaun Watson sacked.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. You.
Out of the gun, Watson. He'll get this one to Pittman.
Watson.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did. Nice
punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. Offensively, another big chunk of yardage, Charles, but defensively, they had all this talk about trying to limit explosive plays. They have not been able to do that.
They discussed it all week, but they haven't been able to execute it at all, haven't been able to find a way to slow down this offense. They're seeking answers and not coming up with any.
They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
Out to the right and complete to Pittman.
Watson's pass.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. The Texans send the punter out as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They